Hello and welcome to episode 2. The Laughty Boys are back for John and Shaun's House Party podcast. How are you, Shaun? Hello.
Hello, it is I again. Good. It's a happy day. It's a happy Saturday.
How has life been since the last episode?
It's been lonely. I haven't
lonely.
I haven't laughed-atied.
You haven't laughed-atied.
I haven't laughed-atied. But I've been looking forward to coming back to do some activities.
Yeah, a lot of fun and games because you've been having quite a lot of serious times.
It's been a very sad, stressful time. So yes.
I thought full of opportunity though.
Opportunity for the future.
Bought a house.
Yes.
And got a new job.
Yeah. I've done those things. Those have been accomplishments, and what do I do?
At a new a job at a intermediary, if I'm not mistaken. In that, do you want to say what it is?
Yeah, I'm at confused.com. What do I do? Help people with their insurance and quotes and stuff, and saving the good people of the United Kingdom money. That
was established by an insurance company, wasn't it, originally? So previously, customers would have dealt directly with that insurance company, but they made up an intermediary company to sort of go between them and the customer. So a lot of businesses are about removing intermediaries and be more direct, linked to the customer, but sometimes they establish intermediaries like confused.com, and then the rival insurance company obviously made comparethemarket.com. So you're in a sort of wacky new creation of delivery of product. Yeah, I mean the company's very proud. I hadn't realised that particular bit, but yeah, they're very proud to be the first insurance comparison. Yes, they should be. More importantly, though, what tea are you drinking? This is Chelsea Breakfast from Woodhards. It was a Chelsea Breakfast. Yeah, it was a collection. Was a gift from my good friend Charles and his brother Sam. And yes, I've got like a selection of 9 different blends. Okay. And this is one I wanted, like something more caffeinated. I've had what I needed it. There's a bit like, so are you getting sort of the feel of going down to the Chelsea pensioners for a cup of tea in the morning? Is that what it's about? That's what I imagine it. The image they have is the Chelsea Pensioners building, I think. No, it is the Chelsea Pensioners. Yeah, I think that big brick building. I imagine this is what the experience is like. But I've got like a Christmassy mug and I'm drinking from. Christmassy visit. Yeah, it's Christmas visit. A bit of morning choir singing at the Chelsea Pensioners, and they invited you in for a cuppa. Yes, there's very. They didn't have milk. They didn't know. So. Or do they? Oat milk. They did have oat milk. Okay. Yeah, they're a very modern organisation. Modern Chelsea Pensioners as well. Yes. I've got Iron Buddha tea. That's what that was. So it's called Iron Buddha on the packaging, but I think more commonly it's translated as Iron Goddess. So it's interesting how Buddha and Goddess can be interchangeable translations, or I think it comes down to, because obviously China's a bit of a mix of 3 different spiritual influences, isn't it? In that you have Buddhism, you have the more kind of mythological kind of gods and goddesses, and then you have like Confucius's like wise words, and they kind of just mix those 3 together and often create sort of hybrid beliefs, don't they? So I think I wonder if perhaps, if you were a Buddhist, you call this Iron Buddha, but if you were more one of those mythological influence people, you might call it Iron Goddess. Yeah, that makes more sense then, because otherwise it's against the spirit of Buddhism to really have the term goddess. But yeah, if it's different people saying so maybe that's why. But yeah, it's an interesting tea. It's basically a variation of oolong tea, though it's got quite a complicated preparation system. So it involves plucking tea leaves, which I imagine is quite a common first step. Sure. Sun withering, cooling, tossing, withering again, but this time with some oxidation, fixation, whatever that means, rolling, drying, and usually roasting and scenting. Okay. And in Taiwan, it's called an Iron Goddess tea regardless of the tea leaves used, as long as it goes through that process. So it's more of a processed tea than a tea leaves tea, I guess. But yeah, a bit more kind of fruity notes comparatively to the pure earth tea I was having last week. Any particular fruits? No particular. It doesn't really taste like fruit at all, really. But I mean, I was just saying that to sort of conjure up the image of. It's a less of an earthy tea, more of a tree tea. Okay. Grown on a tree. It's not grown on a tree, obviously, but I mean, like. But if it were, if it feels like it's from the element of the air rather than the element of the earth. Okay, so next you need to get like a fire tea. Yeah, or water tea maybe.
Well, yeah, I wanted to do.
Yeah, we'll have to get a fiery tea that could. Yeah, sure.
Pour some like chili oil in there.
Yeah, well, I think like a Russian caravan tea might be in order, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. So, before we get started on all the japes and games, we had some feedback that apparently some releases of the accordion was missing Charity Shop Showdown last week.
I'm so sorry to hear that. No, I had no idea.
Well, don't be sorry, because I don't think it's our fault. I think it's the provider. Depending on what website you're listening to, some of them I think cut that out because it was too high octane.
We'll need to have a word with them and to get them good telling off.
So I mean, what can we do? So I think we're going to put a little extract from last week's instalment of Charity Shop Showdown into this episode, just so if you did miss it, here's a little taster of what you missed. Okay, so I thought the Spice Girls on tour in the Democratic People's Republic of Korea Panili sticker book was going to be a sure showing for me taking an early lead in this. Unfortunately, I realised after purchasing that there isn't a single sticker in the whole sticker book, which is quite really devalues the item, as even though it's a rare 90s item, just no stickers in it at all. You would have thought there would have been at least some, because it would have came with a couple packs. I would have thought, maybe with one Melanie C high five in King Jong-un perhaps, but no. So yeah, not worth much. And I know Shaun's picked up quite a pricey little artifact. He's got some porcelain communists figurines. I think there was Chairman Mao, Che Guevara, Lenin Trotsky. Though thankfully Chairman Mao is missing his nose, a bit chipped off, so that will devalue those items. I think Shaun is looking under shelves in case it's fallen off in the store, so he's hoping to maybe find it and super glue it back on. But regardless of that, a noseless Chairman Mao porcelain figurine probably beating my empty sticker book. But I'm full of hope still. I think it's all still to play for. So I'm just coming into the Blue Cross charity store. I noticed coming in that the R's fallen off, so it's the Blue Cross. But this is one of the last charity stores on the streets, really. So Last Chance, Bernardo's, Oxfam, British Heart Foundation, raided all those already. We have heard of a garage sale happening nearby, so obviously Charity Shop Showdown isn't just charity stores. It includes anything from thrift stores, flea markets, Trombola winnings, car boot sales. So I think Shaun's going to be jumping on his electric bike to go up there, but I reckon it's just going to be tap. So I think I really need to find my last item here. Just looking around the shelves, a lot of like clothes, not really anything exciting. I think an alarm's just going off there. It's stopped now. What's that? Oh, that looks good. I think this is a kettle, but it's a David Beckham kettle. So it's David Beckham's head in the shape of a kettle. I think the spout his nose is the spout of the kettle. It's a very kitschy design, very 90s. I think in my tat guide, this is listed as quite a rare piece of tat. Oh, this could really take me ahead. Sorry. So I was just talking about that item. Yeah, could you put it back? Could you put it back, please? I was gonna buy that.
I want it. It's my son Darren. My son Darren wants this.
Your son Darren. Well, I'm sorry to you and your son Darren, but I'm doing a competition here, and that was going to be my final item. It's really important that I get it, and I was talking about it before you. I know you got your hand on it.
My son Darren's been talking about this since the age of 5. But I think he.
Does your son Darren know it's here?
Yes, he saw it, but he didn't have enough pocket money.
He should have picked.
So he asked me to come and collect it for him.
You can't bagsy things, can you though?
Well, neither can you.
Did he ask the store to put it behind the counter for him? No, I don't think he did.
No.
And I was talking about this. I was just about to pick it up.
You
pushed in.
You're challenging. You're challenging me.
I am. Well, no. I'm just explaining the situation. I was obviously talking about this item. I was looking it up in my tat book, just to confirm the price.
Tat book? What the whole kind of hobby is this?
It's a competition. It's not a hobby, and we're in the Charity Shop Showdown competition.
Charity Shop Showdown? This is about a good cause, and you're making this about yourself. Disgusting Gen Z.
Well, I think you're making it about your son Darren, and he's not here. He should have bought if he wanted the item, he should have been a bit more sharpish about picking it up. But at the end of the day, I saw it first. Or at least I was talking about it just then, and you kind of pushed in front of me. I wasn't going to say anything, but you did push in front of me to get that item. And
as I should.
So just give me the kettle.
No.
But look.
Look over there. There's a lovely picture of Britney Spears. You go take that.
I already got Spice Girls sticker book. They're tall for. I can't have the Britney Spears too. I can't have to be a bit more diverse than that. You get that for Darren.
Darren does not like Britney Spears.
Does Darren like the Spice Girls?
No. He likes David Beckham. And Wayne Rooney.
Does he? Well, maybe you should save his pocket money for the Wayne Rooney kettle if that comes up.
Well, we're not waiting for something speculative. Right here is David Beckham.
Look. Can we look? How about if I slip you a £5 and you forget about
£5? This thing is £7.50.
It's £7.50 exactly. So I slip you a £5 and you give me. You don't own it, do I? I'm not buying it from you. I'm just compensating you for not getting the kettle. So you can take back the £5 to Darren and say the kettle's gone. Here's
that David Beckham kettle is priceless. Do you know how many of them there are on this planet?
Yeah, I do actually, because it says in my tap book. It says there's 100,000 they made. 100,000.
100,000. Well, why don't you go get one of the other ones then?
That is because I need it today. Because it's a Charity Shop Showdown. I can't wait.
So does my son Darren. He's waited 6 years for this. You're not going to make him wait another day longer.
Look, how about look, here's the thing. I don't need to keep the items after this show. So what if I buy it, and then after the Charity Shop Showdown's finished, I can give it back to you.
Can I have the £5 too?
And you can have the £5.
Done.
Okay, deal. That's what we like. Good one. And we're back in the studio. Wow, that was an exciting extract of Charity Shop Showdown last week. It was quite the competition. Mm-hmm. I won't spoil who won it in the end, but we got another Charity Shop Showdown coming up later in the show. But before that, plenty of other fun and games. So first of all, let's move on to the little game that we haven't really got the name for, but it's the Found, Bought and Gifted. Okay, Shaun, so this is Found, Bought or Gifted, the game where I give you 3 objects and you have to guess which one I found, which one I purchased, and which one I was given. So today's 3 objects, I'll just hand it to you in no particular order. Let's give you this one first. So this is, what is it?
This is a photo frame with a picture of 3 people, 3 characters who are very close to my heart.
Yeah.
It's the characters from the YouTube series Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Yeah.
Now also with Channel 4.
Yeah.
Channel 4 series.
So the item itself is just the inside the frame. The frame itself came after.
I see.
So it didn't come in the frame.
So yeah, we have our 3 heroes all looking to their left, to my right. So yeah, obviously red guy, and yellow guy, and they were looking, and that they possibly look concerned. It's hard to say, but
yeah, they look slightly.
You could read it concerning out there.
Concern. It's just the heads. As you can see, can you kind of make out? Is it just a postcard of them or?
No, so assume it's going to be a sticker pack.
Sticker pack.
Yeah, they look like they're stuck on. You can see kind of rim between the stickers and the rest of the paper they're part of. And there's a number in the corner, 001 by the looks of it.
Oh, 001. Maybe it's the first printing.
Yeah. Maybe there's a set. But yeah, that's an interesting first item.
Yeah, any speculative thoughts about that before we see the other
I might say bought. It's a very specific thing to either find or to be gifted. But we'll see what the other items make me think.
Here's the next one.
Okay.
Bit crumpled, but...
So it's either... I've never actually seen one before, but yeah, this is the Bristolian, which I have heard of, but this is so amateurish, I'm not sure.
It's a newspaper.
It's a newspaper, okay. It's very small, and the paper is...
It's a 4-pager.
It's a 4-pager. Smite of the High and Mighty is the tagline. Volume 4, issue 61, issued October 22, established 1827.
So I just picked out one
So,
that I thought might be appealing.
Yeah, so it feels like a typical kind of studenty call to action.
Studenty, do you think?
Refuse to pay energy bills. Yeah, it's always just like fuck the establishment.
Okay.
And then various articles
calling people Nazis.
Ooh, there's an interesting headline saying "Dead Queen spells bad news for coward."
Yeah, I think I seem to remember that one was about that person who was spying on the parents of the Montpellier Girls' School.
I did not know
students or something. They were going to have the parents' committee or something had a meeting with him to sort of confront him about it, but due to the Queen dying, it was postponed.
Oh.
It was one of those events that was like, oh, we can't possibly go on with this event. So with the Queen's recent passing, so he escaped from that. I think who's getting called a Nazi in the other headlines?
Council bosses, and it's not just called; they're confirmed apparently.
Confirmed as Nazis by legal proceedings.
This is a bizarre.
And it's got a little quote from. Let's finish off the. Another group being called Nazis at the back. The Nazi Post. I think there's Bristol Post probably.
Yeah, they're an exciting new office space.
But what's the final little quote they have at the bottom?
Not a credible news source, says Bristol Labour.
Bristol Labour, okay. So what are you thinking of the Bristolian?
I'm gonna say this was found. It's I think I would kind of, if they I don't know how it's normally distributed, but if you've had this for a while, yeah, you could have picked it up from some anti-establishment location where this is sold, or well, not sold as such, but I would say just placed. I'm trying to think of like the Metro or something where they're just kind of there for you to pick up.
But the Metro survives on advertising.
Yes, this survives presumably on Patreon or the burning passion of its writers.
Okay, and the final object.
Ooh, it's a tube. It looks kind of like a Smarty tube. NIM, the mathematical game of strategy, in the 16th century. NIM, yes. So, that's interesting.
Open it up for you.
Sure, yeah.
So, it's got a little kind of leather, tiny little board.
Ooh.
And some wooden counters. And it's a very simple little strategy game where you take it in turns to remove counters, and you have to be the last person to pick up the last counter to win.
Can you pick up more than one in a go?
Yep, so you can pick up any number of counters from a row. So there's 3 rows, and you can take as many counters as you want per row per turn. So it's one of those games. I think it's simple enough that it has a lot of mathematical sort of theories behind it, in that you can really study this game fully, because there's obviously a very limited amount of moves. Sort of, it's more complicated than noughts and crosses, but so it has a lot more variation, but it's not so complicated like something like a Chinese Go, where it would just be very fast to sort of work anything out. But as it says here, this 16th century game derives its name from the German word nimm, meaning take, or the now obsolete English verb nim, meaning to take. So you used to be able to, nim food. The game has also become known as Marienbad, after the Alan Renace 1962 film Last Year in Marienbad, in which the game is played. And I did, just for context, bring the DVD along of that film, Last Year in Marienbad.
It's a very blurry front cover. The French New Wave classic, digitally restored and remastered. Yep,
it's in the Barak Spa Hotel. An unnamed sophisticate attempts to persuade a similarly unnamed married woman that they have not only previously met, but that they were also romantically involved and had planned to elope together. The woman recalls no such encounter, and so begins a sensual and philosophical examination of the uncertainty of truth. It's quite it's a very weird film. Yeah, a very strange film, and yeah, some guy in it really loves playing Nim. Though I think they play it with matchsticks. It's one of those, because it's quite an ancient strategy game. It's one of those you could just play with pebbles or matchsticks or coins or whatever. You don't really need a little tube of it. But yeah, what are your thoughts on?
So that, I'm gonna say gifted. It's one of those things you could have bought as well. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the Bristolian was the found item.
Yeah, you found that.
It's the Don't Hurt Me, I'm Scared stickers and the Neum are where I think they could be either. And but yeah, so yeah, my final lineup is stickers were bought, Bristolian was found, and Nim was gifted.
Okay, well, I can reveal Bristolian, you were right. It was, I found that. It just gets left lying around the city in different places each month. The stickers, however, was the gift. I just got given that in a birthday card, I think, quite a while ago. I kept it for quite a few years. And then I purchased the Nim game.
Right.
Because I do like the film last year, Marin Bad.
So was that your first exposure to Nim?
Yeah.
And it struck you so much, you were like, I need to know more.
Well, I didn't. It wasn't struck me so. I didn't go out my way to find it. I think I just saw it in a game store, and I thought, oh, it's Nim.
Oh, that's...
I had played it previously because you could just play it with counters or beads or whatever. But I thought, oh, it's a little Nim in the tube.
Yeah.
Why not? So I think it's like £5 or something like that.
It's nice having games that you can carry easily. Just like if you're with someone and you have a bit of spare time, you can be like, oh, I've got a game in my pocket.
Yeah, we could have a game of Nim. Though probably not the most radio friendly game. So
no, it doesn't.
We won't play it now.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, it lend itself to it.
No, cool. Right. Well, next up is the sound of the month. The sound of the month, and that wasn't the sound of the month. That was just our transition sound. Played by a very talented accordion player. And now, sound of the month, Shaun. Do you want to go first with your sound of the month?
I do. So this came to me last night. I was doing a thing, and then I was like, oh, this is a very pleasant sound. So prepare your auditory organs. It was a vaguely ASMR, or at least my kind of ASMR. That was the sound of tofu frying.
Tofu frying, okay.
Yes, unfortunately there's the hum of the oven in the background, but the sound of the tofu was
the
like...
The sound itself that you brought along is...
Yeah, and I did the anticipation was I was like, yeah, and the two I was like, here it is, this is the sound, because I was like looking around my life, like, what is the sound that I could bring to other people? And that just called to me.
Very lovely, yeah. I thought at first it was pancakes. But
no, I had intended to do some pancakes, but I'm too lazy to actually do it. So
tofu flying, what a lovely sound. I brought along a song.
Oh.
So that was Veronica Unlimited. What kind of dance is this? So it's an interesting song. So Veronica Unlimited were formed. They were sort of one of those artificial bands, I guess, that was sort of put together by a producer with one man and 4 women. And they were formed to celebrate the 12.5-year anniversary of Veronica Top 40, which was the Dutch Top 40. I don't know why 12.5 years. Do you think is that a significant number? I guess it's an eighth of a...
I was wondering if they have like a different system of time, and they use a different time. It works out 12.5, but to them it's 20 or something in a unit of time, perhaps. In Netherlands, I mean. In the Netherlands, yeah, maybe they have like instead of the year, it's the year or something.
Maybe, but yeah, so that's why it was formed, and it was on Top Pop, several times. Top Pop, if you can't guess, is the Dutch version of Top of the Pops. This was their hit. What kind of dance this was? A disco medley. Do you know what a medley is?
Yeah, it's a mix of several different songs, kind of in and out. It fades in and out, but yeah, it sounds like it's different songs.
Yeah, you don't hear medleys much nowadays, do you? I guess everyone's very protective of their content.
It's the ones I remember were like Swing the Mood, I think, which was like a collection of various songs from like the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, so this was like a disco interpretation of 4 songs plus the main refrain of "What kind of dance is this?" and some jingles kind of throughout. But yeah, do you sort of pick up on any of the 4 songs?
Yeah, I caught Mr. Tambourine Man.
Yeah, Bob Dylan, though sung by the Birds.
Right.
Mr. Tambourine Man.
There were songs I recognised, but I had the memory of a goldfish. I forgot them.
A Hard Day's Night by the Beatles.
Oh, I missed that.
Do You Want to Dance by Bobby Freeman.
Alright.
And Let Me In by the Sensations. There were the 4 songs in that. So yeah, it's interesting. Medleys are sort of interesting in that they have this whole sort of unified song with the reoccurring chorus of "What kind of dance is this?" But then throughout they just sort of switch modes into these different kind of recognisable tunes.
Yeah, but it takes a few seconds before you're like, wait, has the song changed?
Yeah,
and then you realise,
suddenly it's like, it's been a hard day's night, working like a dog, or whatever it goes like, and then later on it's suddenly like, hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, jingle jangle morning, you know, stuff like that. So it's a bit of a strange, and I think medleys has in a way been done away with the sort of streaming music and playlists nowadays. Because historically, obviously, if you want to listen to a lot of very, very different songs, you have to change vinyl records. You wouldn't really have such a streamlined way to listen to a mixture of songs. So I think like they used to do cover albums, and cover albums nowadays is like, why would you listen to covers of all these songs? It's because those songs you'd have to buy 10 different albums from the different artists. Also, cover album collects 10 different songs from different artists all together in just one album.
Yes.
I think it's like a utility point of view, in that you want to listen to different songs. So a medley, it's a 5-minute song where you get 4 songs in one basically.
It's an interesting interpretation. I don't know. I'd see it as more of like a artistic thing, of just like, I think because you even see that in like visual art, I guess, of like combining different styles to like create something new. I guess like a lot of culture is based on remixes.
I'm coming at this from a commercial utility point of view, and you're coming at it from an artistic point of view.
I think there's both.
Also the exploitation point of view, in that they just were creatively bankrupt and just took a lot of existing songs and made a hit out of it. But I think they're a fun band. Obviously, the music video is interesting. It just focuses on the 4 women. Though if you see the album cover, looks kind of quite sleazy. I don't know if you can describe the album cover.
It does look like here's a man with 4 women around him. He's got it's hard to describe. He's smiling, but I don't know. It's like
he's got a moustache.
He's got a moustache.
Obviously, today's a bit.
Yeah, it's hard to say anything wrong, but there's like a vibe.
Yeah, there's a bit of. I don't want to be critical of him because he seems like a fun guy. He's dancing along in the music video. Bit unnecessary, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because I think in the song you hear the 4 women singing. His voice doesn't really.
It's true that he's been put at the centre of the image. He probably doesn't deserve that position.
Yeah, and I think when they're in the road dancing, he's always stood in the middle. But I think it's more just a symmetrical thing. But yeah, I don't want to be dismissive of that man. I don't think he contributes much, and even dancing in the top pop music video where they have bits of him dancing, his dancing's very subpar.
It's unremarkable,
but it's unremarkable. Yeah, so I think he's an unnecessary presence in Veronica Unlimited. But closing out from that, I just want to see their Wikipedia article, which I had to translate from Dutch because it's not on the English Wikipedia, ended with this sentence: "Not much was heard from the group after that." So with that, we're moving on to our next segment, Monarchy Minute. And welcome back to Monarchy Minute, a rebranding of Monarchy News, just because we thought, why not alliterate it?
Yes.
So Shaun, get your minute timer out, because this is the part of the show where, under obligation to our patron who brought the microphone that we're using for the recording, we have to discuss hot monarchy news for 60 seconds. So start the clock. So Shaun, have you kept your finger on the pulse of what's going on in the world of monarchy around the world?
I'm vaguely aware of British news.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I got an article here that says state school pupils back monarchy more than those at private schools. Oh. And this isn't just the one. The BBC have reported it. The Telegraph have reported it. Oh. Which obviously, they probably just copy each other's articles, really. But
I think this is a suspect.
There must be some poll going on. But so how do you feel about that? That public school kids are more into the monarchy than posh, rich private school children?
It's an odd one. I fear to speculate on the reasons without reading it, but it's an interesting result. I have my question. Do you have opinions?
No, I guess maybe this is an example of the sort of upper middle classes trying to sort of take the place of the upper classes, and they want down with the monarchy, up with, but I think we're out of time. So moving on. So we still got plenty of fun segments coming up, including this instalment of Charity Shop Showdown. But first, it's taste test time.
Ooh.
And it's taste test time. Well, we've got another exciting week of taste tests.
You've really outdone yourself this time.
I have outdone myself, unfortunately. So this week we have, starting off, an instant noodle pot. Now, instant noodle pots sometimes are judged via their quality of how many packets of sort of toppings and seasoning and sauces and stuff they come with it to pour in. So typical noodles might only come with one packet of seasoning. 2's normally a good sign because you normally have a bit of powder, a bit of wet sauce. 3, perhaps they throw in some like seasoning and stuff. This one we got here came with 6 packets. 6, an unprecedented number. I've never seen 6. I was shocked when I opened this up and unpacked it. But yeah, what is this one? Situ Energy. We've removed the outer packaging, we've had the English translation on, I think. But this is River Snail Instant Noodle Pot. And some eagle-eared listeners might think, hang on, Shaun's vegan. That's Shaun made a massive misstep here, bringing along River Snail Noodle Pots. Is Shaun about to compromise his ethics for taste test? No, because this is artificial river snail.
I'm not sure if it makes me feel too much better, because I assume it's meant to emulate the taste or the texture, but at least I'm not compromising my values, I guess.
And is artificial river snail an ingredient you've come across before?
No, it's not a thing I knew existed before right now.
No, because it's quite interesting, isn't it? Because obviously artificial meat substitutes is quite a new thing in the West. I think in Asia they've been making artificial meat substitutes for quite a while. Okay. Not necessarily for the purposes of veganism or whatever, but just to put in instant noodle pots. Okay. So I think it's probably cheaper or maybe easier to preserve certain types of meat.
Yeah, that makes sense.
In that, I don't know if you can freeze dry river snails very easily. Because I think often in fishy seafood noodles, there's a lot more artificial stuff going on. Maybe even chicken ones too, and beef. So. Yeah, so interesting. But yeah, 6 packets. And this is another little interesting thing about this noodle, is they're very skinny noodles, which on the pack, is on the English ingredients, says vermicelli, which is an Italian pasta, extremely sort of skinny, thinner than spaghetti, very skinny sort of pasta. So I don't know if that's more just a general translation and it is just, what they thought the best English approximation of this type of noodle is, or if it really is pasta, or if there's not actually much difference between the two things.
It's all wheat-based stuff, I think. So yeah, I think.
Because obviously in America, a lot of Italian Americans say noodles for pasta, don't they?
Oh, okay.
And stuff. So I guess maybe the two is a distinction doesn't perhaps exist as much as we think it does. No. Who knows? But anyway, there's a lot of stuff in here. They got nuts. They got bamboo sprouts. They got they got their weird artificial snail stuff, and I have to say, individually, when pouring in the ingredients, it smelled dreadful. Some of them were very potent when you opened them up for the first time, but now they're all sort of together and we poured hot water in and it's all mixed together, looking quite pleasant actually.
It's looking nourishing and pleasant.
Yeah, a hearty meal too. But I thought this was, I was full of foreboding when I were opening up those packages, but now it's looking quite reasonably. I think quantify it reasonably.
I think I won't like choke on it, so I think that's an improvement on what I was expecting.
Okay, we divvied up the plates. All right, let's dig in. So Sean's using a proper metal fork. I'm using the sort of little plastic folding fork that it comes with. The original taste of the noodles, fairly pleasant. I'm going for a bit of a dollop of the old kind of toppings and add-ons. There's quite a bit of spice, quite a bit of strong chili spice actually. Definitely got some very chewy river tasting part. River food's not quite something I've experienced before, I don't think. Usually seafood, it's got a different, it's less salty. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm too keen on that tang actually. Had a little peanut. That's alright.
Oh, I've got one here. Scooping up this peanut is very hard. Come to me. Oh dear, the throat's starting to burn. There it is. Oh goodness.
I'm gonna, and then I've got a bean sprout. I think I'm going a bamboo sprout maybe. I think a mixed bag perhaps.
Yeah.
I'm just going for a little sip of the broth now. The broth in isolation I think is quite nice actually.
Okay.
So I reckon the artificial snails here are what's causing the slight strangeness to the flavour, and I think it has potential to be quite pleasant.
Yes.
But there's some things. I'm saying things because again we did have 6 flavour packs.
Yes.
There's some things in there that are kind of holding it back from being a meal that I would enjoy. Quite frankly, I don't think I would care to have this noodle pot.
Not in that quantity. That's,
in that quantity.
A couple of spoonfuls is like pleasant enough, but one much too much.
This isn't one that we a regular. There's an aftertaste coming through now, which is unpleasant, not disgusting, not necessarily making me feel sick, but yeah, I mean I did enjoy just the noodles by themselves, but again, when you have 6 packets of flavouring and toppings, you're not getting the noodles by themselves. You're getting this for the very generous amount of toppings. So value for money wise, perhaps hearty meal.
Yeah, I mean, what was the cost?
I can't remember, but not unreasonable.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting the quantity of toppings that we got, and it's a bigger pot. It's quite a big bucket, I would say.
It's a very large bucket. Yes.
But yeah, that's that. You got a little weird cat fellow in a racing. What do you call those jackets?
I just call it a racing jacket.
Racing jacket, and he's got little devil horns. So he's having a good laugh at our expense. I think he's laughing. He looks a bit. He might be.
It's a menacing look. I'm not sure that's laughing. It's just a look of a threat. I don't know.
A threatening look at us. Maybe he's not happy that we didn't enjoy it.
He's getting ready to eat me.
He's energised. Maybe there's caffeine in it, perhaps. So just like in situ energy. Yeah. I don't know. That's speculation. There probably isn't. Yeah. Well. Okay. Start.
Yeah.
Okay. Start. Let's move on to the next thing. Are you happy sharing this bowl, Sean?
Sure.
Okay. So we've got konjac jelly noodles. Are jelly noodles something you've had before?
I don't believe I have now.
I believe I've had them once.
Okay.
And I didn't like them.
Okay, bodes well.
So, yeah, I'm sorry to say. So jelly noodles, these are cold.
Okay. That they are, yes.
So yeah, and they got some sort of chickpeas and chili sauce on. Again, smelling while preparing was not very pleasant, but let's dive in. They are, like jelly noodles, they are extremely difficult to pick up. With the little plastic fork that comes with the packet, I'm not quite sure how they expect you to really eat this in a dignified manner. Perhaps konjac, jelly noodles and dignity aren't two things that mix. I might have to use my finger a little bit. Here it comes. Right, I got it. Right, I don't want to put my mouth there, that's the trouble. But okay, deep breath, here it goes. Again, I just don't think that konjac jelly noodles are just an enjoyable experience. They're sort of wet and slimy, a bit chewy.
Very light, actually.
They're perhaps not as soft as you would hope or expect, but they don't quite have the...
It's fine.
I think they're chewier than a standard noodle.
Yeah.
Which is strange.
Chewy, slippery.
I'm literally going to have another taste of the other noodles just to kind of compare. Just from Oh, that's very hot actually. Just from a texture and a mouthfeel point of view, those little skinny noodles very much nicer and more enjoyable sort of thing to put in your mouth than this stuff. Let's go for. Do you have a chickpea? I didn't.
Oh.
Let's try have a chickpea. Quite peppery.
Yeah. Oh, crunchy. Huh.
What do you think?
No.
It's all freeze-dried chickpeas, perhaps.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Very sad.
Yeah, if you had this on your lunch break, this would be sad.
Yeah, it's just you eat and you're like, I wish I'd just gone hungry.
Yeah. I mean, at least with a snail noodles, that'll be fulfilling. There'll be enough that I think when you really get diving through that, the spice will just eventually overwhelm everything else.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'll be a okay meal. Mm-hmm. I don't think I could eat these konjac jelly noodles. I don't want any more of them. So unfortunately, taste test really is tasting. Food does go to waste here, but
at least we tried.
At least we tried.
Yes, we come out for the better, I think.
But so this is a lot of the, I suppose, main meal stuff done with. Let's move on to, I think. So we try some Chinese water chestnuts.
Okay.
These have some fun little One thing I have to say about the konjac jelly noodles, didn't have any fun mascots.
It did not.
They were very much Spartan packaging of those. That again didn't make them look appetizing.
No.
They were just this quite standard green, kind of just no budget went into the packaging. Which again, everything about them, no frills. So we're opening up the Chinese water chestnuts, which have some little water chestnuts with rosy cheeks and smiles.
It's encouraging.
Holding hands, yes. Open this, pack it up. They're not quite what I was expecting them to look like. They look like kind of little plums. Should we use this?
Yeah.
I mean, they look a little bit like pickled onions.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they would taste anything like pickled onions. I hope not. But I mean, when you think of chestnuts, like you imagine the outer shell.
Yeah.
I've never really had chestnuts before, even roasted ones.
No, not have I.
And these are water chestnuts, though. So we return to the river, very river themed. With our river snails, jelly that looks like something you might find at the bottom of a river, sewage canal. And now we got water chestnuts. So yeah, I mean, they're quite light. What colour would you say that is?
Well, the colour, yellow.
Yellowish, yeah. Very pickled onion colour. Rather than dark colour you sort of see chestnuts having when they got the skin on. But yeah, there's only one place this can go. It's the mouths.
Here we go.
Let's go. I'll let Shaun try this one first.
That's not what I...
Shaun doesn't sound too keen on this initial reaction. Is that one he's chewing it? I can hear
I got one for you.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Can you get that down? Do you want some water to wash that down?
I will. Oh god.
He's thrown back his head. He's looking at the ceiling, chewing, hands on the hips. Or he's swallowing that. He's gripping the arms of his chair, screwing up his face, desperately trying to get it down. He's got it down. Crikey, he says. That didn't look like you had enjoyed that.
No, I know you have to do it.
Right. Well, do you want to say any comments, or do you want me to dive in?
I don't. I'm speechless.
Okay. Well, my turn now. I wish I went first. Oh. It's an unassuming object. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah.
It's got an interesting texture and that it's very easy. I'm trying to think what to compare it to.
It's not good. It's not soft and it's not hard. It's like in the middle there. It's kind of.
It's a solid texture. It's not like squishy.
No.
But any pressure and it will crumble. It's like a watermelon.
Yeah.
Not watermelon.
No?
What's those things? like a watermelon, and it's a bit like a watermelon, but I'm thinking more about just a normal melon.
Sure. I don't know if I had regular melon, but
A regular melon.
Sure, okay.
Like a frozen one.
Yeah.
Perhaps where there's no squish to it. If you put any pressure, it won't squish, but it will just easily. I mean, unlike so, I don't think it was too bad, but there was no taste. There was nothing going for that.
No,
I don't know why you'd. Yeah, I'd maybe. You know, you should be adding this to something, but
maybe that would help if you.
But just eating them as, I mean, the nutritional value. I don't know what the nutritional value is. I don't have much. Yeah, enough. I mean, I'm speechless, not because I'm shocked, just because I have nothing much. I mean, we have said quite a lot about it, to be fair, but I have nothing much to say about it.
No, it's experience I don't wish to repeat.
Yeah. Yeah. That's Chinese water chestnuts. I'm sorry to the happy little characters on there. But I guess they should be happy that they're not going to be eaten.
Yes, they can continue holding hands in peace.
Of them. Do you want a little drink?
Sure.
Shaun?
Okay.
So I've got some. It's a can. Gia Duo Bao herbal tea. How would you say that?
Jeju Bao.
Jeju Bao herbal tea made from prime herbal ingredients. The origin of Chinese herbal tea since Qing dynasty. So sounds as established brand. Herbal drink not for medical use, which they always have to put on these herbal drinks. I think it must be. We commented on that on the Magnum tonic wine, if you remember.
Oh yes.
It says not for medical use. So I think as soon as you put herbal anywhere, you have to qualify that is a drink for enjoyment.
Right.
It's not a drink for. It's not a medicine. You can serve cold or hot, so you can heat this up, which does make it sound very medicinal. I mean, it's quite an attractive golden can with some red lettering, but let's crack it open. That's interesting. In the lid, it's got some you know, like you might have.
They've kind of engraved there's some characters.
Engraved some characters on there, which characters as in like Chinese letters, not not fun, not like that little cat guy in the racing jacket from earlier, or those fun chestnuts. So I'm going to pour out some for Shaun. I'm going to be drinking from the can. So it's quite a Coca-Cola colour. A bit lighter than Coca-Cola.
A bit lighter.
Oh no, when you lift it up, actually.
I think apple juice is probably the closest.
Yeah, in the darkness it looked quite Coca-Cola, but lifting it up, very golden, very dehydrated urine colour.
But
it's not an unpleasant colour really for a drink. Like a beer.
Like a dehydrated urine. It's
like
an
a light
accurate
ale.
descriptor. Yeah.
But it's not too fizzy, is it? It's a bit vaguely frothing at the top.
Yeah, from the top it does have that kind of beery look.
I'm giving it a smell. It's quite it's a recognisable smell. It's quite tea, like a cold tea smell. Like a fruit tea, perhaps. But down the hatch. Shaun's made a face and he shook his head a bit.
There was a slight solid. So the flavour is probably fine, vaguely apple-y, I think. But yeah, it's just
it's. As soon as you drink, you can tell it's tea.
Yes.
There
it is. Yeah, iced tea. Yes.
It's iced tea. You can and herbalness. You get? Are you thinking herbal?
Not particularly.
No.
It's an iced tea. Yeah.
If you were prescribed something and you were drinking that, do you think that it's not too medicinal?
No. Yeah. It's
not unpleasant.
It's fine. It's not something I would choose to drink, but like if it's put in front of me.
Yeah, if it was hot.
I don't know if that would help. It would just be different. It'd just be warm. This. Yeah.
It's okay. After. It's an okay sort of palate cleanser.
Yeah, I guess.
What we've eaten so far.
Oh, that's what the solids are. It's the food going down my throat.
Okay.
Makes sense. I thought there was solids in there.
No, there's no solids in this, Shaun. Don't worry. I know you don't like mixing solids, so that's why you may never have mogi.
No, that was not for me.
Even though we are in the house of Mogi Mogi.
We are.
And bubble tea is another one. There's a lot of you can get like a lot of sort of homemade, where you can get bubble tea in the can, or sort of packets of bubble tea, bubbles and stuff to make your own bubble tea. And we might stay away from that. Yes. Yeah, Shaun's not very good at handling mixed textures. Yeah. But yeah, okay. Let's move on to our 5th item. Here's the front of the packet, Shaun.
So some lips with lips.
Some lips with lips, yeah.
And it's a licking, so it's suggesting they at least think it's tasty.
Yeah, it's a pair of lips with his own little mouth with a tongue sticking out.
I describe it as beef jerky.
It looks like beef jerky, yeah. But it is just gluten snack. So yeah, they did have like beef versions of this, but this is their like vegetarian version. So let's open it up. I'm expecting this to be quite spicy.
It does look that.
Yeah. It is. Oh, we've got. There's a set. They're quite stuck together actually. Well, these are. They do look like jerky. They're very like sort of. Okay, we've peeled them apart. We both got one gluten stick. Oh, smelling is that horrible like chili smell that you get. A lot of chili oil before it gets like which I really don't like that smell. But gluten, I don't know what are these made up, Shaun. Gluten. Like.
I don't know.
Just something. We don't know what's composed in this gluten stick.
I do not know.
No, let's take a little nibble, a little big bite. Oh, it's very chewy. It doesn't come apart very easy. I really have to rip it. It's not as spicy as I thought it was going to be.
No, unless it comes to me afterwards, but.
Yeah, actually, maybe it's coming a bit.
Yeah.
Through. Shaun's really gone and put the whole thing in his mouth now. He's
just
chewing.
the easiest way to do it.
He's chewing around. I don't really want any more of that, really.
I thought it was quite pleasant.
You like this one, do you?
I think so.
Would you eat this as a snack?
I'd rather have a biscuit.
Yeah.
But it's alright.
A more savoury snack, though.
Yeah, if you're in the mood for that kind of thing, I think it'd be suitable.
It's fine, but it's got a slightly. It's very artificial.
Yeah.
At least to me. And it's not, but it's nowhere near as spicy as I thought it was going to be.
No, that was a relief.
It's got a chili on, and when Chinese things sort of suggest they're spicy, you expect them to be like very spicy, don't you?
The picture is misleading. I think they really emphasise the stuff they've put on now.
Yeah, and would you be licking are your lips licking their lips? After that?
I don't think so. It's more wiping off the grease with a towel than with my tongue.
Okay, right. Final item, Shaun.
Okay.
Are you happy that this is the final one?
Yeah, it'd be good to.
So it's a pink metal can. It's got a little character on the front who's like a Chinese boy in one of those traditional like Chinese New Year outfits, I think, in like the red and yellow.
Yeah, I guess so.
On his little hat, he's got two sort of Mickey Mouse-esque ears, but they're like golden emojis.
Yes.
And he's very happy to be by this pot of white fungus soup. White fungus soup. Okay. I think this is a dessert.
I see.
It's got a little diagram that has a picture of an X on versus a picture with a tick on. So I don't know if we open this up and we have to make sure that it's not spoiled. It's in like a pool cap can. Look at that. So there's a plastic lid that you pull off to expose the pool cap of the can. But inside the plastic lid, another fold-out plastic fork. I mean, this is obviously something that we've had so many, not a fork, a spoon, sorry, so many like plastic fold out utensils that we don't see in the UK anymore. Obviously, with
there's only really certain ice cream canisters you kind of
well,
get
and usually
occasionally.
you occasionally get, and usually wooden now or some less harmful plastics. I'm pulling this off. Not what I was expecting. So it's
liquid.
It's got like a liquid and then stuff in the. I was expecting more like congee-esque.
Do you want to pour that into something? We just don't know.
Yeah. Do you think we're meant to pour this liquid out, or do you think?
I think so. Otherwise, I'll just spill when.
You don't think we're meant to? It doesn't taste too different to that herbal tea. Okay, so shall I pour the liquid out in here?
Yeah.
So we're pouring the liquid out, and I'm not sure we're meant to drain this because there's not going to be much left.
Well, just eat a bit of the food.
Just dive in. So there's a lot of like there's some orange bits, but mainly it's bland looking kind of semi-transparent bits. This is hard to get on my spoon. I don't know how you meant to. Okay, well I've got something. I guess it's fungus, isn't it? I guess.
Crikey. Here we go. Oh, that was actually quite pleasant.
You like it, do you?
I think so.
Pleasant. You never want to have another try.
Yeah, it's quite slippery.
Like
I don't know how to describe the flavour.
It's like an olive.
Yeah,
what do you think that is?
It does look.
Cherry, maybe.
Yeah, cherry is probably more. Yeah, what it would be.
Okay, it's a cherry.
Okay.
With the pippin.
Oh, ooh.
So good job you didn't have that bit because that might have ended in disaster for you.
Yeah, I think I would have choked.
I'm just struggling to with this little plastic spoon they give.
Oh, perhaps that's what my advantage was. Yeah.
Can't get anything out. With your metal spoon, you're more decisive. But yeah, it's fine. I mean, I feel like we're more meant to pour that liquid out.
Maybe.
Because it is called fungus soup.
That's true.
So you probably wouldn't meant to.
I was just thinking of it as like a brine,
Yeah, it did seem like a brine. Like you get canned peaches, and you pour out the brine. You know, you people eat the brine, the canned peaches, don't they?
Yeah.
Because it's quite sweet. So I think you're meant to eat the sort of, meant to open it up and just tuck in, or share it out between a couple of you. But it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not an unpleasant way to end this month's taste test. So overall thoughts, Shaun? If this was a meal you had in a restaurant, or you went around, come dine with me, and you've dined, and now you're sat in that like interview room.
I'd say that was a unique choice, and I'm glad I had experience, but not something I would go for again. But I still feel enriched.
Yeah, I feel enriched. Is there any item here that you would particularly eat again?
I'd probably go for the noodles we started with. I think those were the most interesting.
Again,
tasty.
I think those were interesting noodles. However, the unique selling point of them were the drawbacks in the end.
Yes.
I'd rather just have those noodles with the spicy broth and maybe some of the veggie toppings and get rid of the artificial river snail. Yeah. And at that point, why are you buying a river snail?
Okay, that's true. It was kind of labelled for the river snail.
I don't disagree with you, but then again, I just think fundamentally that item, we didn't enjoy what that item really was about.
No.
But yeah, konjac jelly, don't ever want to have konjac jelly again.
No.
Gluten sticks and chestnuts were just meh.
Chestnuts were nightmarish. The gluten sticks, I could have that again. That's maybe my second favorite.
Herbal tea's alright, but again, nothing too exciting. Fungus soup. We can now say we had fungus soup, and I feel like it'd be more exciting. I forgot we got a little fun thing to end the taste test on.
Oh.
Some more fortune cookies.
Ooh, okay.
So yeah, let's open these up. Silk Road fortune cookies. Basically, every time I go to the Chinese supermarket, they're on the counter, so I usually just take a couple. When I say take, I mean buy a couple. They're like, I don't know how much they are. They're very inexpensive, but you would expect them to be inexpensive.
There's nothing. I can see there's nothing in there, right?
And there's your fortune. Oh no, there's the fortune.
Okay, I thought there was. I just because it looks hard to open, so I was concerned how I was meant to access it.
You crack it, so it's like a crescent. It's like a Pac-Man,
Right.
and you crack it like this
Ah.
in half. So my fortune is variety is the spice of life. So this is a bit of advice, and that's true, isn't it? Because taste test is all about variety. So
Mine seems pretty good. You would travel to many exotic places.
oh, now we have travelled to quite an exotic place today on taste test.
Yes, we have. Yeah.
But yeah, you are quite a traveller, aren't you? So what good fortune. And these are nice, aren't they?
Well,
Lovely.
Mm.
Good to end them. They're like these little roll biscuits, you know, I don't know. They're like these tubes.
Yeah,
I don't know what they're called. I haven't had them for a long time now.
Yeah. Yeah. Certain faces.
Whatever the name is, I feel like these are probably made out of the same stuff.
Kind of thing you never buy, but you just had at some point. Someone's just had it in the house or something, or bought it for you.
Yeah, no, I used to really like those ones. I haven't had, but yeah, again, I haven't had them in years. But yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
And that's the end of Taste Test this month. Are you excited for what might come up next month?
Yeah, I am excited to see what more you can find.
I think really have to rain taste. I don't know. I want to have some like, proper really nice stuff at some point.
I guess we can branch out from the Chinese store to another.
Oh, I might be
place.
more. I might try to be a little less adventurous, perhaps, in the Chinese store.
Sure, find something that looks vaguely appetizing. Yeah.
Yeah, or just pick stuff. We could do like a normal noodle pot at some point.
Yeah.
Rather than artificial river snail one and stuff like that. You know, I might get some more recognisable food to taste.
Mm-hmm.
Just because taste tests been quite experimental so far, and hard on our Western palates. And our final segment is embarrassment of riches again. The segment where we look at coins that you can't see at home and see if Shaun can guess what country they are from. Again, so we got 6 different countries, currency today, all laid out, Shaun, and we just have to look at them and see if you can identify what country you think they're from.
Okay. We'll start with this grouping here.
Yeah, and again, don't look at the backs because again, I tried to pick sides that wouldn't, so didn't have the name of the country on it.
Yes.
Because apparently coins tend to print the name of the country they belong to, often in English for whatever reason.
So this is some sea creature with many, I don't know what you call it.
Spine?
Spine, perhaps. Yeah, it's another creature. Looks like quite
A bit like a
deep sea creature.
blowfish or rainbow fish or something.
Maybe. Well, maybe.
It's a very spiny fish.
Very spiny.
Like a porcupine fish.
Yes, that's a good term for it.
And that's the bigger coin, and then you've got a slightly smaller coin, both silver.
Seahorse.
Seahorse.
Goodness.
And that's it. There's not even numbers on these two. It's just a spiny fish and a seahorse.
Yes, obviously.
Both
there's so many kind of aquatic nations, but they're. Goodness.
Again, I can give you some a couple of clues.
Yeah, I think I might need a clue on this one. Yeah.
But again, I don't know if this will help you much, but my uncle lived there for many years and was an architect on several casinos.
Macau?
Guess in Macau. Not a bad guess, but so we move on to the next one?
Sure.
And then we can reveal.
So
maybe go along.
Okay, along, sure. Yeah, okay. So this coin. Ooh.
It's got a build. It's another silver coin.
So yeah, it has one pataka.
Pataka.
Interesting.
It's written on it.
The lettering looks Chinese, but obviously the Chinese currency is the yuan.
Yuan.
So I'm just wondering if it's like neighbouring one where they use similar symbols, or so the building, because it looks like a lighthouse and then it's on the coast, and then a large rectangular building, I would say like a church or something, or I don't know, like a religious organisation.
Another conundrum.
Sure is.
You want to burn up another clue?
Yeah.
Got 3 clues. This is how bull rat might introduce a bovine friend. A cryptic clue.
Yeah, I'm like going back on my Borat knowledge.
How bull rat might introduce a bovine friend.
Cow? Well, I guess it's him in particular. I thought he just said call people bitches, but I guess that was women. Oh.
No, he doesn't call women bitches.
Does he not? Maybe I'm thinking about E.G.
No, I'm not going to have you anymore.
Okay.
But
I'll have to come back to
a
this.
woman he famously doesn't call a bitch. It's one of his iconic phrases, and you sort of substitute that. But
alas,
oh dear.
This is
next one.
Shocking failure. Right. Well, this is very.
So this is a bronze coin.
Mm.
Quite a faded bronze coin.
So we have some chart-looking words, and then there's a bit of what I would assume is writing. That looks Cyrillic-y.
So you've got Cyrillic writing.
God, that's tiny.
It's very small and it's very dense sort of writing.
No, is that?
It's not Latin alphabet, is it?
No, that's not Cyrillic. That's Arabic.
Yeah. Okay. So not Cyrillic. So not Eastern European, but Arab, Middle Eastern. You think?
Yeah.
Or.
But he looks. I wonder if that's the Shah of Iran. No, that'd be. Did they? Should they have Farsi? I think is the native language there. Is that Farsi? I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure Arabic is.
Farsi's like Persian language, isn't it? So I think a lot of.
I just wonder if it's like I'm gonna guess Iran.
You're gonna lock in Iran. Don't want a clue. You got one final clue left.
I've got 4
more
more coins.
3 more coins.
Yeah.
Well, you can come back to it anyway.
Okay.
You can say at the end.
Okay.
So Iran's tentatively now. Got another another round bronze coin.
Interesting. This is a moose.
A moose.
The unit's the 5 ore, and then I'm saying Norge.
Norge.
Class 1969. So I wonder if that's Norway.
Do they have?
It has Sweden. It has that that kind of line through the O, which is I think Swedish.
Well, a lot of Nordic.
Or maybe it's Nordic in general.
Okay.
But yeah, that's
that one you got a bit more of a clue on that one. You think? Then?
Maybe.
Next one.
So
a familiar face.
It is. Is this Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II?
But what's a bit strange about this coin? It looks like the portrait of her is the same you see on the stamp or on our coins.
And it's very.
But what colour is it? It's not bronze, is it?
No, it's kind of a golden. I mean, it's the colour of a pound, but it's very flat and white. It has like 20 sides.
Yeah, it looks gold. Doesn't like it's probably not made out of gold, but for you got bronze, silver. It looks gold.
Yeah,
from the colour-wise. But
we just see DG Regina. So
there's something else a bit unusual about it too, isn't there, Shaun? You picked that up.
I'm not to say these. The hair's very long.
Just about the coin itself.
I mean, I've marked on the shape. The
shape, yeah.
Then both like 20 sides.
The shape.
Or whatever.
So instead of being round, it's what do you know what shape does throw a number out?
I mean, the dodecahedron. No,
decagon.
So the hexagon, octagon, nonagon, decagon. I can't remember after decagon.
Let's say
I'll just say it's a decagon.
Decagon plus 1.
Yes.
Maybe it might be a decagon. You haven't counted.
No, but yeah.
So yeah, gold decadon-esque coin, but with our former majesty.
Yeah, so somewhere in the Empire or Commonwealth, but obviously that's doesn't narrow it down. Pop it down for now. I'll come back.
Yeah, and then finally we've got 4 coins from this country.
Yes.
A true embarrassment of riches. We got a little silver one, a bigger bronze one, a littler bronze one, and a bigger silver one.
So this is interesting. It's hard to discuss. Obviously, the first one looks like a moose or some dairy animal. I don't know. Then this is very hard. This is would be a bull, I guess. So a lot of
a bull.
Animals. And then...
So we've got a bull and a moose, or an elk or something.
Well, this is the harp.
A harp,
And
the little bronze one.
so I'm pretty sure I know what this one is. So, but I'm surprised that they're all from the same country.
They've got
These
one
are all from
more.
the same country?
I think so.
Because this is very different from the other three.
Maybe they're from different eras.
Perhaps. So for that one...
Just look, what does it say on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what does it say on this one? You haven't looked at this one yet.
2p.
2p.
And then a very odd shape.
I think it might be another musical instrument, perhaps.
Potentially. It does have a bit that looks like strings.
And what does it say on this ball one? 5p. But on here, what does it say on there? Do you know what that is?
Punt? They're all very different. But
They're all very, yeah.
on the strength
I
of
think-
this one, I'm going to say it's just put Ireland.
Ireland, you think? Yeah, and maybe do you think it could be from perhaps some of them Republic, some of them Northern, some of them old
Yeah, you'd assume...
Unified Ireland? I don't
there's,
know. Do you think there's a mix?
Yeah, you'd have to assume there's so much going on there that, yeah, it's
Just-
knows.
When did they use pennies? Do you think that's an Irish, like a Northern Irish penny? And they maybe have, because in Scotland they have different coins, or at least
the notes are different. They're like marked back as Scotland. And
Yeah.
But technically you're allowed to use them here. But
Well, yeah,
no
you're
one
allowed to
recognise-
use them, but I think they have...
no one actually recognises them. I think.
Yeah, well, if you use them, next time you go in the bank, they get moved back up north, don't they?
Yeah.
But I just wondered if maybe Ireland had different, at one stage they had the pennies, but they had different
Because I've
engravings.
been there, but I didn't take. I paid my card. I didn't really think to look at the coins.
And then obviously these other ones, which we suspect might. Do you think it is it? Did you say?
Yeah.
Is that is
That's the Irish word.
Republic
for
of it?
I mean, maybe some people in North would call it that, but like, is like what you see on like the Irish passports and signs and stuff.
Yeah, but would that be the Republic of Ireland or just?
It's
Ireland.
Ireland. I don't know
obviously
if
they use the euro now, obviously, don't they? But before that, they might have had their own currency. Anyway, so
yeah, there was. I can't remember the name.
let's go through then. So, got this one, the first silver one, the spy spindly fish.
So that was that the Borat clue?
No, that was.
That was where your dad went.
My uncle was the architectural casino. You did say Macau.
I did, but I don't really. I mean, I guess it's on the coast, and obviously it's renowned for its gambling. But it's hard because a lot of the very small coastal nations might be like, oh, it's Micronesia or something. It'd be like, well, I don't know if they'd have a casino there.
Small coastal country.
Yes.
Not a bad shout.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of...
But you going with Macau?
I'll just say Macau.
Okay, Macau. Okay, we got that locked in now.
Okay.
Next one.
So as a reminder, this is the Pataka.
This is the bullrat's bovine friend. somewhere near China, you think, not China.
Korea.
Korea. Okay. What? Just Korea.
I was gonna say so you could say pre-split.
I'll give it any Korean country, any sort of form of Korea. I'll give it.
So next, we've got the bloke on the Arabic coin.
Yeah, Arabic writing.
I'm gonna say Iran.
You got another clue you haven't used, by the way.
I'll use that on this one. That's fifth one.
On that one. Okay.
So that's for the listeners. That's the one with the queen on.
So what clue shall I give it to? It's from a continent with not many countries.
Oh, I'm assuming Australasia then. Unless you're going to Arctic, but Australasia would be the obvious one.
A continent with not many countries. That could be. So yeah, let's say Iran for this one.
Mm-hmm.
For the third one. For the fourth one, which is the Auk or Moose or whatever.
Norway.
You say Norway.
Number 5, I'm going to say Australia.
Australia, okay.
Number 6, the other side, Ireland.
Right,
I think I can solve them.
Okay, Macau, Korea, Iran,
Norway,
Australia, Island.
Oh.
Okay. So this one here, the first one, which you said Macau, is Singapore. So very close. Very close. Your deductive reasoning, very good, Shaun. That was, you would really establish what kind of country that coin was from. So close. But so I'm quite impressed with that. But no cigar, sadly. Next one though, Shaun. Macau.
Nah.
That's Macau.
I think because I'd used up Macau, I couldn't guess it, but it makes sense.
Yeah. That's what I thought. And did you get the Borat's bovine friend? Like you said.
Macau.
Like my wife. Is this Macau?
Right.
Next one you said Iran.
Uh-huh.
I thought you might use a clue on here. It's not Iran. It's Jordan.
Oh yeah, they had yeah, I think they had. My history sucks, but there's probably someone imposed by the best for a bit, or maybe he did. I can't remember. Anyway.
Next one is Norway.
Cool.
So that's your first right one. This one,
New
Australia.
Zealand?
No, Canada.
I guess the continent has 3 countries on it. Yeah.
Yeah, not many countries. Yeah, you had a bit of a. You went with the wrong continent.
Yeah.
From that clue. But on the final one, you're right, Ireland.
Okay.
So that's 2 out of 6. Not bad. Not bad. I can't remember what you did last time, but
I think I did better. But yeah.
I did well.
Thank you.
Okay, and then that's all the games we have time for today. But we always have time for letters from our listeners. So we'll be back after the musical break. So Shaun, we have. I'm just going to dive into the listeners' letter bag.
Mm-hmm.
Got a big bag full of listener letters.
It's good that we'll know still working Saturdays so we can get these.
Yeah, that is good. Yeah, if it was, we're recording on not to date. It's not really dating, but we're recording on a Saturday, so these are fresh through the letterbox.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to pick out 2. We got about dozen of the big bag full, but a big sack. They just drop off. They give us a sack each time. Now we got a lot of Royal Mail sacks that we leave on the doorstep.
I think we need to hire some storage facility for these.
Yeah, storage space. Yeah, but we just time for 2, I think, today.
Okay.
So we got a letter and like a kind of a note.
Well, so we may as well start the notes as it's.
Yeah. Okay. There's a note. Okay, we haven't read these before, so I hope they're good ones.
For the attention of John and Shaun's House Party podcast, dear sirs, I was dismayed and agitated last episode when Shaun said King Frederick X worked as an airplane pilot. This is simply untrue, though he did have a career as a scuba diver, helping clear the Aarhus River when it was infested by alligators. Regards, Marmaduke Harvard. I do apologise for the error. It's a very good point, but congratulations on that career. I think it's quite impressive.
Yeah, thanks for the fun fact. That's a little bonus. You know, we've already talked about the monarchy for 60 seconds earlier, so that's a little bonus monarchy chat there.
True.
So yeah, King Frederick X, apparently a scuba diver who helped with some alligator infestation of a river. Well, I'm not sure that's true either.
I don't know, but if it's a fodder for next month, I should
maybe we'll see. If that's true, write in and tell us it's true. If it's not true, write in and tell us what his job really was at some point.
And then we'll weigh the mail, and whichever weighs more, we'll see.
Yeah, we will by weight, not by number. So we will use thicker paper if you want to help your argument, and we'll weigh the 2 up and see which one's right. Finally, a letter then. We've got a letter to open.
Let's see if I can open this cleanly. It's pretty well sealed.
They really licked that good.
They did. I'm going to have to wash my fingers after this. Oh, goodness me.
Peeling it.
I've given up on doing it properly.
Okay, what have we got in here?
We've got some high quality paper. Oh dear. Okay, I did it.
Yep, here we go.
Okay, so we've got just to say on the envelope. I was happy to say the front cover.
Card.
It's a floral
little card.
Yes. Hey dudes! Still a big fan of the podcast, rollicking stuff as usual. I'm sorry you didn't like my dog suggestion, but I've got another idea. What about wearing tuxedos to add even more class to the pod? Your biggest fan, Slug Boy.
So Slug Boy's written in before, hasn't he? About he had the suggestion about getting the dog to be more relatable. Tuxedos, again, I don't see the point because
it's a audio only podcast.
Audio only. We could be wearing tuxedos. We are wearing tuxedos. We are wearing tuxedos right now, Slug Boy.
Yeah, I'm wearing a tuxedo. I
got both in our tops and tails.
Yes.
We're indoors though, so we're not wearing our top hats. But
no,
we've got top hats.
My hat's in the corner. I wear it out, but it's a bad luck if you wear it indoors.
Yeah.
That's how I've heard.
We got a long tux. We keep having to like throw behind, sort of avoid sitting on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're very smartly dressed. So I hope that you are getting a sense of class this time, Slug Boy. And yeah, I would say I think I appreciate the ideas you sent in, Slug Boy. And that's enough ideas now, probably knows, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think we need any more, but we appreciate it. But don't contact us again.
No, you can contact us again if he wants to talk. Like if he just wants to talk about the latest charity Shop Showdown.
Right, yeah.
He can write in, but I just think ideas wise, maybe if you have so many ideas, Slug Boy, you should make your own podcast at this point. But yeah, that's it. So Shaun, do you have a parting joke?
No, I don't.
No? Okay, well that's the end of this episode. Bye!
Bye!